Yeah, imagine you've got like a standing table right there.
Imagine I could just...
Imagine you were at your desk facing away from your friends.
I'm going to try and get a standing desk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't need outside time. I can stay inside all day.
Coping and seething.
Bad. Go inside or outside.
Stay inside.
Yeah, I only support ultraviolet radiation.
Average goer outsider. Okay. Can we load the document? Try number 7. Yes, we can.
I can also pull it up and like blow it up.
That'd be funny.
Which maybe I'll do that with the patrons.
Yeah.
Blow them up?
Blow up the patrons.
We're going to blow up the patrons because they're all Mexican traders.
Oh, speaking of the patrons.
Mexican traders? What do they trade?
Trader Joe's.
They trade white label.
They trade
food
money
items.
for votes for Joe Biden.
God, the voice. Oh, speaking of the patrons, I'm going to give you two a half-hour video to give me notes on this week.
Oh, dear.
Thanks.
Is it the one?
I did so much editing. I made like 3 or 4 rounds of cutting, and we still came out to half an hour.
Is it the one?
It's
Is
the
it the
North,
one?
South, Third, West one that you have been helping
It
with.
is the
Yes.
one.
The only video that we're currently working on, even though there's theoretically like 3 in the pipeline.
Look,
So it's the
Miles
one.
in Transit was in San Francisco at the same time we were, and he just released his San Francisco video. We're doing fine.
Okay, cool. Caltrain 1-year review. That might be a bit optimistic on the schedule, sorry.
Oh, I was more... Anyway, yes, definitely. Let's record a podcast. Welcome to the internet. Live from an undisclosed location within Alex's apartment, which is located at... Beep! This is the Red Line Podcast. I'm your host, quote, enjoys doxing my co-hosts, Dunstan, and these are my co-hosts. Or wait, no, these are the future victims of a swatting incident.
Kyle, quote, get on the ground and I'm going to shoot you either way, close quote. Holland and...
Alex, quote, a Fed, close quote, fielder. Today we're discussing one of the most unique transit systems anywhere in the world. Just what is Tyne and Where Metro? That's a good question.
I'm wondering this.
And what can it teach us about successful transit systems? All this after the news.
Do.
I've entitled this episode Tyne and Where.
That's what it's called.
Tyne and Where instead of Tyne and
Oh,
Wear.
to raise the question of what and where this is, which we're going to learn about after the news.
This isn't another English.
Oh, it is.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to hate what we're doing for the next 17 episodes.
New York was too intimidating for you.
Yes. So, along one of the Northeast corridors where bottlenecks, the long bridge over the Potomac River is finally getting replaced. The Virginia Passenger Rail Authority, or VPRA,
Sure.
has announced the award of a $1 billion contract to build the northern section of the new river crossing, which will stretch from the L'Enfant interlocking to East Potomac Park. This marks a great step in improving capacity on one of America's busiest rail lines, and is an investment in the future at a time when that seems to be démodé.
This is the Long Bridge replacement, yes?
Uh-huh.
Is this going to be, are they going to like refurb the old Long Bridge, or is it going?
I think it's going.
Okay. And then just
Or
a
maybe
new...
getting rail trailed.
They're keeping it.
Fucking hell. Well, as long as it's structurally sound enough.
I don't think I would bike over that, but that's all right.
You don't like long bridges?
Alex is scared
I don't
of
like the
water.
ocean.
Oh,
So
okay.
Potomac is not
Fair
the
enough.
ocean.
it's close to
basically-
it, isn't it?
It's basically
It's like a
the
bay,
ocean.
It's
right?
a mile and a half. No, it's a river.
By Salt Lake standards, this is
Next
basically
to
the ocean.
So, that's why I like
Literally
the Jordan
everything-
River.
uh-huh,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Jordan River is
Safe.
true. Landlocked river.
Yeah.
Have you considered that it connects to the ocean via the water cycle?
Wait, so we're connected to the
Schmolder
ocean?
Schmeichel.
We are.
The Schwartz cycle?
That's why it's an inland port.
Ah, all the concrete evaporates.
And-
That's right.
Yeah, and so Utah can roleplay Port Authority.
In other news, congestion pricing works. No one is surprised by this.
Wow. The streets are safer. Manhattan visitation is up. There's less congestion.
Transit ridership has gone up like 5 to 10% on most modes.
Wow. I thought people were leaving the city in droves. That's what I hear every time anything happens.
Yeah, interestingly, that was a 2020 thing.
Really interesting. Crazy.
And not a thing we're doing anymore.
We're going to New York City in droves.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Just not driving.
And California.
Yeah.
Positive population growth last year.
This may actually fix elections. In time for the midterms? No, because censuses are only every 10 years.
Oh, look, we don't need a fucking census for the midterms. Like, provided there are still elections, those are in the bag.
Yeah, all we need is for the Dems to not
They
turn
thought
on
the last
Mamdani.
time was a red wedding. This will be a red wedding.
Ooh.
So anyway, this has been the news.
Do.
Do.
We're experimenting with the fans.
Oh no.
Bad idea.
The fan revolution.
It was a bad idea.
Its consequences.
Calling you up.
We hate our customers.
Bring you back.
We love the dongle
It
company.
was a bad idea.
As a dongle myself.
I need to be
Monogamous
alone.
dongle.
Is that what we're calling cis men now?
So, why are we doing 2 British episodes in a row?
Because you're feeling...
Well, governor, that it's because we're going on a British vacation, innit?
me teeth!
The Red Line podcast until episode 126, which is the long-promised other Metro.
Oh
link.
yeah, I forgot that was on the plan.
We will be doing exclusively episodes in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, including such classics as the Glasgow Subway, the London Tube, which will be a very long series.
You're too scared of the New York subway, so you're doing the tube.
Yes, I am.
Interesting coping strategy. I wish you the best.
I prefer the tube because I can watch a bunch of what's his name videos about
Jago
it.
Hazard videos.
Yes.
I was just watching the one about the tube heating up, part 79.
2 Pizza Nuts.
And because I will have
hot
the
topic.
opportunity to say the word cockfosters.
Middlesex.
We can say a lot of funny words.
And we're going to sing the song that gentleman made about the tube.
Wish us luck.
Yeah. So anyway, I would like to suggest to my co-hosts that we create an alternate version of the logo with a little monocle and a Union Jack flag.
Oh, that'd be flipping
on it.
hilarious. That'd be flipping hilarious.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can do that.
Classy whale, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
He needs a little monocle and a teacup and a Union Jack, and I think that will be great.
Yeah, the little train has eyes.
We're gonna
Yeah,
go
and we'll
for
just put it in
Thatcher.
that would be pretty good too. A recurring character on the podcast as of today, Margaret Thatcher. But yes, that is what we will be doing for the next while. So be excited,
Woohoo, y'all are getting educated.
Govna.
It's better than what I was going to say. All right, hit us. What on earth is Tyne and Where?
Tyne and Where is a ceremonial county. Ceremonial county.
Ceremonial county?
Yeah, so the UK is made up of a lot of ceremonial counties, which are like states, but they have less power.
Okay, start from the top. Explain British layers of government to me.
Britain is a unitary government, meaning that all power is ultimately in the parliament. There is no
Okay.
reservation of power to other governmental bodies
But
unless
Parliament
parliament allows them to.
Chooses to delegate
That's
to what? They've
to,
got like
to countries, first of all, because
right. There's four,
there is
right?
Wales, there is Scotland, there is Northern Ireland, and there is England. But England actually doesn't have a devolved government, which is a source of contention for a lot of people in England because they don't have a devolved government.
Yeah.
And then from there to like counties or whatever, and from there to councils, which are for local areas.
Councils, right. That's their version of municipality.
Not quite.
Honey, I'm going back to
Because
the council
oftentimes
flats.
multiple like villages will have like one council.
Oh.
It's not.
So like a municipality,
You have
but
to
better.
remember that Britain does not have a constitution.
Oh. How
That
do
Britain's constitution is just the set of everything that they sort of have made up over the years, and they all just follow it even though it doesn't actually exist.
they...
Anyway, but yes, it's a completely deranged and somehow somewhat works better than ours in that they are not currently being taken over by fascists.
Not currently, no. I'm sure we can
No
theorize.
promise on the future.
Well, reform is currently leading in the polls, so be looking forward to that, citizens of the United Kingdom.
Maybe some episode will theorize about whose system of government is more vulnerable to the fascists.
That would be ours. Strong presidential democracies are, in every sense, more vulnerable to authoritarian consolidation.
As
than
opposed to
parliamentary one.
Parliament, while being extremely unitary, they just cycle through MPs every other month.
Well, Well,
Not MPs,
quite.
sorry,
Not
Prime
in the
Ministers.
UK. In the UK, that's very rare. The UK has a remarkably stable parliamentary system. But this is entirely out of the realm of what we're trying to discuss today. So Tyne and Where, it's a ceremonial county and an urbanized area with a population of 1.1 million people and a fully grade separated 50-mile long metro system.
Bruh, why? What are we doing wrong here?
This is like if Salt Lake County had tracks, but slightly longer and fully grade separated.
Salt Lake Bart Slart, if you will.
And Salt Lake County has more people than Tyne and Where.
Yes.
It's Newcastle upon Tyne.
Yeah, it's Newcastle upon Tyne.
I love these names. Is Tyne like a river or something?
Yeah, the River Tyne is a river, and the River Where is a river, and so it's Tyne and Where because
it's
it
at
has
the
these
confluence
two
of the rivers.
Yeah. The metro area, we're going to call it that because I'm American and I can't stand to call it a ceremonial county all the time.
But it's cool.
Fine. The ceremonial county is centered on the city of Newcastle upon Tyne, maybe the most English name ever.
Definitely up there. Snow Cockfosters, but...
Yes, it was an industrial giant in the 19th century and has become a major center of the 21st century service economy. It's actually a very big university town. It's home to both Newcastle University and Northumbria University.
These all feel like great contributing factors for having quality mass transit.
They do, and look at this population pyramid.
Holy 20 to 23-year-olds.
Just like a kind of like wingspan out into the abyss where all the
This looks
the
like
young
a bomber.
people
This looks
are.
like a stealth bomber.
It does look like an airplane.
I was going to say, it looks like the whale on 9th and 11th.
If the whale looked like a stealth bomber.
It kind of does.
Okay.
Well, that's the nicest thing it's been compared to.
Also, what is male surplus? Like, what?
Or female
Are they getting
surplus.
scrapped
No,
for
no, no.
parts?
Leave your thoughts in the
It
comments.
means that they're... No, Kyle, it just means in demographic terms that there are more women or more men in a particular age bracket than...
So the rest are surplus? What are we
There's a
being
surplus.
forcibly balanced to 50-50?
Kyle, you don't have to make this a weird thing.
It looks weird on the chart, okay?
It doesn't
Also,
even
the
look
chart
that weird
looks
because
weird.
there are barely any
So
surpluses
there's a
in
female
there.
surplus of university students.
Slightly, yeah. Except upperclassmen, of whom there is a male surplus.
And all these people are extra and should be shot.
What? Kyle, you see, that's you say that like it's a joke, but that's actually a thing China did,
Yeah, that
which
checks
is why
out.
they have the universe's largest male surplus at the
But-
moment.
It's the craziest population
Pyramid
pyramid.
in the universe. Yeah, like even crazier than this somehow. But anyway, it also, Newcastle upon Tyne and Tyne and Where, has the British equivalent of a Great Societies Metro, and importantly, probably the only British equivalent of a Great Societies Metro.
It sounds like Britain did not have a great society.
Am I supposed to answer that?
We can just move on.
We'll just move on.
Yeah.
And since we love a Great Societies Metro here on the Red Line Podcast, Alex, what's your favorite metro system?
I don't know. Bart.
Thank you. Kyle,
Tide, Barton, DC.
thank you. Bart, therefore, we love a Great Societies Metro. So we're going to talk about it. So, our story begins way back in the 1800s, as usual, with Tyneside Electrics.
That's such an adorable name.
Yes, I'm taking the Tyneside Electrics to my work at the steel factory in Newcastle upon Tyne.
This is so many Britishisms in like 10 minutes.
I'm going to guess this ran parallel to the river.
It did actually partially
Wow.
run parallel to the river.
Shocker.
Somewhat like Los Angeles, Tyneside
Ew.
had Tyneside being the Tyne versus instead of the Where part of the sort of area, right? It's Tyneside versus Where side. And so this is like the equivalent of East Side and West Side, basically.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out the geography in my head, but that's
yeah,
a good,
but the
that's a good
Tyne
allegory.
is north of the Where, and so Tyneside is the northern part of the metro. Where side is the southern part of the metro.
Okay, that makes sense. That's cute.
But they had this big interurban / commuter rail system long before they had modern mass transportation.
Britain being the country that, kicked off
Invented
railways.
the Industrial Revolution.
And
Yeah.
its consequences.
Well, I don't know if they invented that. That was more of us.
That's true. They did just shutter their last coal plant.
Their last steel plant.
Their last steel plant, too. Yeah, maybe they're going all in on consequences. If
They're
we're
going
cutting
all in
manufacturing,
on degrowth by accident.
degrowth by skill issue.
Yeah. Steam-powered commuter lines began service in the 1860s and 70s and were electrified beginning in the 1900s after a very steep decline in traffic due to competition from tramways.
Steam train versus electric tram.
Yes.
This is literally FDR versus the steaming coal locomotive.
Yes, that's the meme. Ridership fell from almost 10 million in 1901 to 6 million in 1903.
I love a good railway on railway competition.
Well, because they built a massive tramway system in 1 year and opened it in 1901. And then immediately everyone's like, oh, this is way better. And so in 2 years, 4 million people ridership drop, which is crazy.
What are we doing in 2025 where an EIS that says no significant impact takes like 2 years?
So they built this, and they were like, and the railway owners were like, oh shit, we're cooked. And so instead of rolling up and closing down, they spent a bunch of money and electrified the whole system
to compete with the
and
electric
we're beating
tramways.
out the tramways by 1913.
Jeez.
I wish we had competitions between who could electrify better here.
Yeah, and so by 1938, which was the year of the last expansion of this, they had a pretty substantial system covering most of Tyneside, as you can see from this lovely little map here, thanks to Wikipedia.
Ooh,
That's
funky map. They could only afford one bridge.
Yeah, the bridges, as it turned out, in the 1800s or early 1900s, were quite like a choke point because that's like the most expensive possible thing to build.
This is pre-reinforced concrete.
This is all brick.
There were several years in the 1800s when a substantial portion of Quebec's GDP was dedicated to building one bridge in Montreal.
God.
So
they did used to just be like a comical amount of steel held together with an even more comical amount of rivets.
I'm just looking at the river Tyne.
Yeah, is it big?
All the pictures are just of bridges.
There's a lot of bridges over
there
it.
are now.
There are now, yeah, because they've had 150 years to put bridges over it.
And technology has
since
advanced.
the invention of structural steel.
Pretty nice, actually, for England.
For England,
like they took
Alex
it,
just hates England. Alex, no, this is the thing about Alex is that he's only ever been to Slough.
I've been to Poole. I've been to other places,
other shitholes, so he's always like, every time we talk about England, he's like, "Oh, this is hideous," and shows us a picture, and it's like the most picturesque and charming thing you've ever seen in your life.
Well, it does look nice if you look up River Tyne. Very nice bridge.
Yes,
swiveling
also,
bridge.
I believe connected, and here's my other nerd autism thing coming out, connected to the English canal network, so you can take a narrowboat down this sucker.
Oh yeah, I forgot about their standardized canal network. Americans are really losing with RV life when they could have narrowboat life.
I know, honestly. And the same weird class dynamics are at play in both of those things. Where it's primarily the upwardly mobile work from home crowd and the very poor who can't afford to live anywhere else.
Okay, let's not shit on the work from home crowd.
Let's shit on the work from home crowd.
I wasn't shitting on the work from home crowd. It was a statement, not a moral statement.
Okay. Because if I could work on a narrowboat, I probably would. So.
Okay, you want to go in on one together?
Well, you survey beaver dams, so maybe they'd let you survey.
I don't think there's any. Well,
and the number of days it would take to get between beaver dams.
I don't think they would have beaver dams
on the canal. I would hope not.
Do they have beavers in England?
They do have beavers in England.
No, I will not look up beaver in England. Okay.
Oh, you'd better believe there's beaver in England.
Anyway, interesting.
Following the end of World War II, ridership decreased at a steady clip, a trend which continued after the system was nationalized under British Rail. Rest in peace. Infrastructure began to degrade, and by the 1960s, the system's electrical infrastructure needed a full overhaul.
This crazy thing called maintenance,
which the UK's cash-strapped rail operator could not afford.
Oh. So did they just take it out?
The first line from South Shields to Newcastle was de-electrified in 1963,
Good
with
God.
service replaced by diesel. The system continued to be
I'm gonna have
dismantled
to-
until 1967, when the last electrified line was dieseled.
I'm going to have to keep getting used to Britain's end of World War II.
Yeah, it was very bad. It still kind of is, actually. Like,
Yeah.
the only bright spot was Tony Blair, and everyone hates him because he was a war criminal. So, one can't help but thinking that the diesel guy from Bullet Train may have lived through this nightmare, thus justifying his hatred for diesels.
Oh, yeah. Lore accurate.
You're a
I've not
diesel.
watched, Bullet Train yet.
Oh,
Watch
it's really
it.
good.
It's
You
so
should watch
good.
it.
Yeah, my parents tell me like every time I see them to watch Bullet Train.
Do
It's
it.
really good.
I kind of decided not to out of spite, but if you guys say it's
You
good.
can watch it with us if you want. I'll watch it again.
I'll rent it from the library.
Oh.
I've got some. Well, anyway, I won't talk about movies.
Tyneside's trams suffered much the same fate.
Diesel trams.
No, they were not diesel. They were bustituted.
Aww.
Introduced in the early 1900s, they were outmoded by the 1950s.
Sad,
And
sad,
the last
sad.
tram in the region ran in 1951.
Jeez.
Hit hard by the war, innit?
Yeah, no, that is just actually just literally the war timeline.
And interestingly, after they did all this dumb shit, Newcastle had a problem, and this will shock you. Traffic.
Whoa.
Who could have predicted this?
The motor car revolution and its consequences. I can't do the voice.
That was like a weird, like, Southern planter
You
accent.
do the voice.
Yeah.
The motor car revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for Tyne and Wear.
Thank you very
So
much.
you do it better than I do.
I don't think that's true, given that you have an actual British accent. I just can do a posh sort of accent, you know.
No, I got the weird mixed up smoothie accent.
Bastard.
Anyway, yeah, no, I'm not surprised. People tore up their front gardens to put parking in, so
Sad.
This is true.
and you say I should not dislike England.
Oh, because we didn't do that here. The government had invested heavily in motorways, freeways, through the area, and public transport had been neglected.
Yay! We don't have no money to do the electrification. Builds motorways.
Local leaders and their representatives in Parliament realized that the region's poor transport was holding it back, so they decided to do something about it.
More motorways.
Surprisingly, no. In 1971, the Tyneside Passenger Transport Authority, alternatively TIPTA or TYPTA, TIPTA,
The Tyneside Parent Teacher Association.
was created with a new mandate to improve and integrate transport throughout the region.
But does not have multiple competing railways.
Interesting,
Crazy.
right? They came up with a plan that was stunning in scope, especially for such a small city. A 26-mile new-build metro system incorporating much of the old Tyneside electric system. There would be 6 new miles of all-new infrastructure, including a rather impressive set of bridges and tunnels.
This is like light rail system design if it was good.
Yeah, basically. So, in other words, a masterpiece of the government should do public transit on a huge scale era.
Whoa. Also known here as the Great Societies era.
And in the UK as the Tyne and Wear Metro. And maybe the DLR.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to call this Britbart.
Britbart.
You know, I get these ads for BritBox on YouTube occasionally because
you
I like
you would get
because I like
BritBox
Doctor Who.
ads.
I like Doctor Who, and
Yeah.
and that's the place that you can watch it without pirating it off the BBC. And what?
Who was your favorite Doctor?
David Tennant.
Okay.
I like David Tennant. I thought he was good.
Comments? Discuss.
Yeah, discuss my Doctor Who preferences. I also liked, I don't remember what her name was, but whoever was the woman doctor.
Lady Doctor.
Lady Doctor.
This seems very sexist.
No, it's just she
But
was the first woman to be the doctor.
Everybody's less famous than David Tennant, so.
Yes, because... Oh my goodness, Kyle. So Parliament authorized the system in 1973, even though the Tories were in What?
You missed. The new metro would feature overhead power.
Oh yeah. The new metro would feature overhead power modern trains and was the first rapid transit system in the United Kingdom to be fully accessible to people with disabilities.
Overhead power in my Britain.
ADA.
I know. Well, I don't know what they call it. It's probably...
BDA. Beaver Dam analog.
Brits with Disabilities Act. Disabled people just want to grill. Oh God.
1 sec, sorry.
Oh dear. I can't. Dear listeners, the noise you're hearing is Alex having an asthma attack because I'm so funny.
In
it. So Parliament authorized the system in 1973, even though the Tories were in power.
Crazy.
And because this is pre-Thatcher Tories, so they were slightly more, less coolish. And paid a whopping 75% of the cost of the new metro.
That's quite good.
Wow.
That's very large. Yeah, it's
That's
huge.
how you get great metros.
Great Society's
Britbot.
metro. Britbot.
Britbot.
I love to take the Britbot to my university.
We should put that on the thumbnail. That would be funny.
Oh.
Can we put the monocle and the Union Jack on Bart?
Yeah, we can do that.
That would be pretty good.
Sophie's next on the asthma attack.
I don't have asthma.
You can have a puff.
Puff, puff, pass.
Anyway.
So construction began almost immediately in 1974 and continued for 6-ish years, mostly without incident. It probably took so long.
Mostly. How many people died?
I don't think anyone died.
How many
good.
how many children were taken out of the mines to help build the rails?
Now, the mines had left by this time, thus contributing to a very bad economic situation
Right.
in Newcastle upon Tyne.
Damn.
Deindustrialization for everyone.
I know.
Except China.
So it probably took so long because they had to build a number of large bridges and tunnels to build the system, including the brand new Queen Elizabeth II bridge, which you can see in this lovely picture here.
This is like how in modern projects we start with the bridges and tunnels, even though they look stupid on their own.
I kind of like this bridge, honestly.
It's weird that
I like a truss bridge.
It's weird one support goes one way and the other goes the other. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. Never mind. Beep. Cut that out.
Fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
Also,
it's
this
perspective.
very beautiful, iron bridge you can barely see in the background, but
Yeah, that's the one I was hoping it would be.
It's so tall. Oh, right, boats. Sorry, I'm not used to boats.
This is a working river still, I think.
I'm used to Utah where we don't have navigable rivers.
I like that they painted it blue because the sky is normally grey.
Make everybody feel a little bit better.
It's like, oh, I sure wish the sky were one of the 3 blue sky days we have in the United Kingdom every year.
Vector,
Who knows? Maybe it's super nice and
Vector when he paints the
Tyne,
pyramid,
Newcastle
Pantone Gray,
upon
number
Tyne.
200.
So okay, you're gonna have to follow along with this next part on the map if you're able to.
Okay, that's a lot of map.
It's a weird service pattern.
So did they use the same old bridge over the river?
No, that is the bridge over the river.
Oh, that's the new one.
So
Yeah.
ferry connection. That's kind of cool.
Because the old bridge was converted into a road bridge
Ah, of course it was.
when this was built because it wasn't needed anymore.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's morally acceptable.
Because they were still running the diesels, right?
Right.
That may be fake news. You may have
The
to cut
bait
that
and
out.
switch.
But I seem to recall reading that, but I can't substantiate that. The first section of the system opened in 1980, running from Haymarket.
Hey, that's a
Tynemouth.
station in Boston.
Tynemouth.
We're talking about Britain. Fuck off.
Yeah, so find Haymarket and find Tynemouth, and it goes from there to there.
Thanks. Love you
Then
too.
in 1981,
Great word picture.
there were 10 new stations running across the River Tyne from the north to the south, from Heworth to Bankfoot.
Feet.
The Pangfoot?
to Bankfoot.
Bank with a K.
Okay.
B-A-N-K
Bank.
space F-O-O-T. Bankfoot.
Lay off the feet.
They've got an interesting idea about feet up there in Bankfoot. It sounds like a hobbit town, honestly. This meant that the system had to be operated as 2 lines instead of 1 for the first time, creating the Green Line.
Whoa, 2 lines.
Then in 1982, the Orange Line was extended further with 12 new stations opening between Tynemouth and St. James. And so that creates this weird loop shape that the Orange Line
That
has
is the
right
most
now.
crack pattern for a metro.
Isn't it weird because they have this whole perpendicular interchange station at Monument, and it
Self-intersecting
goes
metro line.
1 station to the west.
Well, because you have to end of line it. There's no way in hell you're putting that back on the loop.
Well, yeah, no, but I was just saying, why is there only 1 station? Why does it not go further?
Great question.
Incidentally, this is the thing I love to do in City Skylines.
Is make it go further.
No, is make like a weird loop pattern like this with
Weird.
an interchange station where the same line goes through both levels.
Clinically insane, but cool.
I just can't get over this map. I don't know. There's no context.
You're just jealous that we don't have a self-intersecting map. Well, maybe if it said Sugar House on it, that would help. You're just jealous we don't have a self-intersecting metro.
And then the line to South Shields was completed the following year with 6 new stations. That's the other end of the orange line from St. James after it goes around the loop for no reason. And that completed the system as designed, and it was a huge hit. It was well integrated with local bus networks, and nearly 60 million people rode it every year for the first several years.
Integrating with bus networks.
Which is I think almost 200,000 people a day.
That's
in a metro
a lot
area
for...
at the time that has 750,000 people.
What the crack? That's 80, 90 rides per person per year. That's good.
That's New York.
That's actually good.
New Tyne.
What are we doing?
New Newcastle upon Tyne.
Upon New Time.
Okay, that's it. I'm moving to Newcastle upon New Time, somewhere in the East Coast.
Several infill stations were added over the next several years, allowing more people to use the network. So it was very popular.
Wow.
It's a big hit. And then Thatcher screwed it up.
That checks out. Must privatize everything. Must privatize everything. Screw the constituents. Screw the constituents.
So bus deregulation threw off the system's groove because, first of all, no one wanted to ride public transport anymore because it was really expensive and it wasn't as good as it used to be because it was being run by private companies instead of the government, which forever decreased the quality of bus service in
So did they just
Tyne and Wear.
unintegrate the integrated transit?
Yes, they did. And they started to compete directly with the metro. With buses.
Thereby making them, instead of useful feeder routes, utterly
This is called
useless.
the free market, Kyle.
Self-destructive.
Even Ronald Reagan didn't get rid of the UMTA. I'd like to note that.
Thanks, Reagan. Thanks, Reagan.
Don't say that.
Oh, yeah. That'll get clipped out of context.
Yeah, so ridership halved over the next, 20 years.
Actions have consequences.
Actions have consequences.
The mass transit system's ridership is a function of how good it is and doesn't just happen out of thin air.
By the year of our Lord 2000, it
Rip.
had only 32 million riders
Was
a
that
year.
one a year of our Lord? I feel like he maybe was taking a break.
What was wrong with 2000?
Nothing changed.
I mean, Al Gore
but we
lost,
lived
but-
underwater.
The inventor of the internet lost the presidential election. Very sad. And this was despite a 2-stop extension to Newcastle's airport in 1991.
Oh yeah, airports. I forget those were invented somewhere in the
interestingly,
lifetime
a lot
of
of
the system.
UK airports do not have a good like urban rail connection. Like a lot of them have a commuter rail station or a national rail station. Not a ton have a proper metro station. So this was a good job.
Beats
Good
America.
job, Newcastle.
It's still cool to me that
Upon
airports were invented during the lifespan of this metro system.
Yes, well, modern airports basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in the wake of the system's shrinking usage, a new system was decided upon. Why not expand the system to nearby Wareside, a growing area to the south of Newcastle upon Tyne?
Oh, these names.
What a great idea.
Wareside is not a city. Wareside is a collection of
The
places,
Docklands of Tyne and Where.
It's a Where.
No, not really.
It's the side with Where River.
Yeah, it's the part with the Ware River and the River Ware, we should say.
Where.
And sort of a more suburban and bougie part of the area.
Bourgeoisie, perhaps.
And this made it the Tyne and Wear Metro instead of the Tyneside Metro.
Cool.
Okay. I would have said Where and Tyne. Tyne and Where.
I like Tyne and Wear better.
I guess Tyne came first.
You're cancelled. Tyne and
Okay,
Wear.
anyway.
Well, and I think Tyneside is much larger than Wareside. So anyway, this was an 11-mile expansion completed in 2002, bringing the network to its current extent, other than a few infill stations added in the late aughts. This didn't exactly solve the ridership slump, but ridership did stabilize and rise to between 35 and 40 million a year from basically when that was completed until now.
That's pretty cool. Now imagine if they also had coherent development patterns and improved the quality of bus connections.
Well, and like 120,000 people a day in a metro area of that size is not nothing by any means.
Yeah, what the hell are we doing over here?
Like their metro alone carries like as many people as UTA.
Alrighty.
Also known as coping
Minus
and
the
seething.
ferries and the buses and.
I'm coping. I'm seething.
As you should.
As we should.
But I do want to discuss for a moment the really excellent and iconic design language of this thing because it has really good like 80s riz in terms of design.
I'll call it Wyoming Core with the color scheme.
So it has these beautiful metro pylons with this orange and black color scheme, which looks really good and very iconic. They have their own font.
Is it Tyne's New Roman?
Tyne's New Roman. What's a font that starts with W? Where Donna? It's like Verdana. Wariel. Good. It's just a really consistent, really good design language. I'm very impressed with it.
I love
think it
the
looks
giant
great.
IBM station names.
Yeah, those are
Those are
very cool,
cool.
aren't they?
Those are cool.
And then they have, you can see their font here, which is a really good font, even though it's like a serif font, which is most people think is bad for accessibility.
Oh, for accessibility, I was gonna say.
But
do
this
you just
is
hate?
a very accessible and good-looking serif
Yeah.
font.
This
I always prefer a serif font, which is why I use Times New Roman on all of our documents.
Not because it's the default. I guess it's
The
not.
default
'cause-
is Arial.
Oh right.
Yeah, but high school default.
Mental
I
default.
mean, I could use Garamond if you want me to be Episcopal, but
Actually, that wouldn't be too bad.
This picture of a train looks like it's out of Soviet Russia.
yeah,
Just like the slightly
it's a good-looking train though.
the slightly drab exposure you get from this sort of film photo, and the gray skies
And the post-industrial decay. Sort of
yeah,
look
and
of
like
this
the
area.
the boxy little thing in the middle.
Yes, it does look very Soviet, but in their new color scheme, they look quite good.
It looks like a bee,
Yeah,
but with
It's
like
eye-catching.
it is.
it's eye catching. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it looks good, but
And so I think these trains look very good, and they're very consistent with the rest of the design language, which is very important and not always that common.
true.
So yeah, I think it looks great. I think it's just a very aesthetically pleasing metro system in general, and strongly support it. So what does the future hold for the Tyne and Wear Metro?
I don't know, what does it hold?
A £400 million signal rework.
Wow.
That's a lot of money just for
so
signals.
that they can increase frequency and do other sorts of things.
CBTC presumably.
Yeah, because it's a very dated signaling system.
Cool.
And so they've been having trouble with it, so they're getting to fix that. Also, they're getting new trains, brand new Stadler trains, which are being delivered as we speak.
I want brand new Stadler trains.
They started taking delivery last year, and the last units are expected towards the end of this year.
You just picked a British metro area. Sorry, ceremonial county to make me jealous of.
I did. These are much needed. The trains that they have operating now have been operating since 1980 and carrying tens of millions of passengers each. So they're more than 40 years old.
Imagine if every one of those people signed the wall on the inside
That'd
of
be
the
kind
train.
of cool. On one of the trains, you could come and sign the wall and put it in a museum.
Well, no, every time you ride the train, you sign the wall.
Then I think that the entire interior would be like just Sharpie.
Solid Sharpie. Yeah. Very quickly.
And they look great.
These ones I like. These ones look awesome.
I think the old ones look better, but that's just me.
I like more yellow.
I like the original older ones. To be honest.
They are also doing a new extension, in the Ware part of the ceremonial county, which will create 2 loops on one system.
This is a
The
really
green line will have a weird loop on it, and the orange line will have a weird loop on it.
This is a genuinely confusing.
Yeah, I don't
map.
know what exactly is happening. I don't think they've decided entirely yet, but they have £900 million to do it. So, including a brand new bridge, naturally. So, that is
Cool.
probably a fair proportion of the cost, I would say.
Some of these names are just nuts.
It does seem
I love
cool
to
that
live in
there's.
Palion. I love to live in Millfield.
I love Jarrow.
Goodness.
Chichester.
Or Hebburn.
Tyne Dock. Haworth. Fallingsby. Felgate.
Broccoli wins.
Where?
Wines. Broccoli wines.
Where the hell is that?
It's on the green line.
I don't see that.
Are we looking at the same map? It's below Beatty.
You're just making stuff up.
I thought it would be broccoli wins.
Wines?
Broccoli wins. Oh yes, I live in Broccoli wins and
Smells
commute
like
daily
broccoli all the
on the
time.
Tyne and Wear Metro to Newcastle upon Tyne, where I work as a barrister.
I commute from Broccoli wines to Jarrow. Stop at the... God, what's the...
Sainsbury's.
Oh, that's it. Sainsbury's.
Tesco.
And Bede.
Maybe Aldi.
Now Aldi's in Tyne.
No, they
No, actually, Aldi would be in Where, and then Sainsbury would be in Tyne.
Interestingly, the system will open almost exactly when I turn 30 in 2033.
Is this a coping mechanism?
No, but maybe I will visit for a birthday present to see a new train.
Birthday Britain.
2003?
Yeah. You guys are both 02, aren't you?
2002? Yeah.
Yeah,
We
my
just
birthday
doxed
is
ourselves.
beep.
I refuse to be racist about this like Alex has been.
My birthday is beep. My
No,
social
no,
security
no.
number is 543-726-17-1943.
Once we get 100 patrons, I'm doing a social security card giveaway.
So conclusion, it's a cool system. It's much better integrated with buses than it used to be, although by the ridership numbers it could obviously be much better. Interestingly, Newcastle upon Tyne has the lowest percentage of car ownership of any metro except for London in the United Kingdom.
Well,
That's pretty
And
cool.
almost as though having a fantastic metro system might have something to do with that.
That's a good indicator of success.
I think this would be a place I'd enjoy visiting.
It might.
Yeah.
It seems very like a nice sort of town.
If the sky's blue all the time and the bridges are blue.
Yeah.
And it runs every 10 to 12 minutes, so pretty good.
Yeah, that is
Cool.
pretty good.
Not perfect, but
Pretty good.
maybe with CBTC they'll get it down to 5.
We'll see.
Inshallah.
We'll see in 2030.
Me when I use
Three.
CBTC to achieve 5 minute
Just
frequency.
support Tyne and Wear Metro.
Mm.
And that's all I got, folks. Any closing thoughts on beautiful Newcastle upon Tyne?
I want to go there and I want here to be there.
I wonder if I have any relatives there. I don't think I do.
Oh, we can always make it an Episcopal trip.
Mm.
I'm sure there's, let's see,
I'm sure.
Oh,
Tyne
God.
upon Wear Cathedral. Here we go. Or Newcastle upon Tyne Cathedral, not Tyne upon Wear Cathedral. That would be very concerning.
Is it St. James?
Betting that's the Catholic one.
Okay.
Because all the C of E ones are always just called City Cathedral,
Mm.
like Newcastle Cathedral, or except St. Paul's, or Truro Cathedral, Manchester Cathedral, whatever. But all the Roman Catholic ones, since Roman Catholicism was illegal in the United Kingdom until the 1800s,
Oh.
to be fair,
different
Protestantism
episode.
was also illegal in Spain and other such places. So it's like,
I forget how
kind of a
many
two-way
wars were
street.
fought over this.
oh yes, Newcastle Cathedral, medieval building,
Uh-huh.
looks great. Are we doing patrons?
Shortly. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, that looks nice.
A little bit
enough,
smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
You can go smaller.
Across the street from a Subway.
Oh,
The
does it-
restaurant?
Huh? Yeah, and also the Subway, but
Okay, bigger
yeah.
than that. I think that'll suffice, and that shows the tier. Okay.
I can always turn off that. And then... Boom.
Oh, that's perfect.
oh, look at that choir. Quire, not CHO.
What is a QUIRE?
A QUIRE is the part of this church in medieval buildings where the CHOIR sits, and it's generally between the congregation and the altar.
I'm glad we needed
Cool.
a different name for that.
It's Latin, I think.
I miss back in
Latin.
the day of inventing words for everything.
Dominus vobiscum.
I've been triggered. I'm
Et
now
cum
a
spirito tuo.
I'm a sleeper churchgoer. I've
Telling
awoken.
you can't sing Latin mass.
No skill issue.
Sad.
Real.
Okay. Yes. Kyle, send me the patrons.
They're right
hello.
there. Can you read
Oh.
them from here?
Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and to follow and leave us a rating on iTunes and /or Spotify. If you like what we do here, please consider becoming a member on Patreon. Patrons receive early access to all of our regular content, as well as exclusive episodes and occasional merch drops. Speaking of patrons, at Tyne and Wear Metro tier, $10 or more a month, we have Zach Adams, Aaron, Curtis Herring, Devin Zander, Phobos2390, and Tony Stunts.
At BDA tier, $5 a month. And that's British Disability Act.
Oh, okay.
The Brits with Disabilities Act in it.
We have Christopher Whaley, DJ
Hi, Will.
No Lag Watkins. Jeez.
Elementary, dear Watson. Elementary.
I think that was why.
Dear Watkins.
Elijah Kensler, Isaac Madsen, Jesse Mayo, Kyle Irving, Nebula, Reluctant LA Resident, Robert P. Walsh, and Zephyr Zamoro.
At Steel Bridge with 10,000 rivets costing 3% of your GDP tier, $3 a month, we have Alex Dykelski, Ben, Ethan McDonald, Evelyn, G4, Jack McCoskey, Litmus Zest, Martine Hecker Martinez, Matt Gray, McKay Ransom, Oliver, Sam Myers, Sky Lakowski, Toronto Transit Channel, and Zach Verstott.
And at Greenline tier, $1 a
The
month.
Tyne and Wear Green
Yeah,
Line.
Tyne and Wear Greenline tier, that's right. We have Benjamin Wood, Joshua S. Horvath, Kapil, Ryan Bailey, and William Rowe.
Thank you all for
Yeah, thank
listening,
you.
and thank you all for patroning.
You know, it says something about the state of our society that in former periods, countries spent like 10% of their GDP on a cathedral or 10% of their GDP on a bridge that will transform transportation forever. Now we spend
the
10% of our
military.
GDP on machines that steal art from other people.
Yeah.
Woo!
Uh-huh.
I love stealing.
But they make really good art. It's definitely
No.
not just copied and stolen.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's good because the AI is good, not because they just
They're
start
good
stealing.
at fingers now.
Look,
so.
I'm not saying that we should
So am I.
return to spending 10% of our money on cathedrals, as much as I would like that. But
Episcopal.
or even on transportation projects. But maybe we should be spending 10% of our GDP not on evil computers possessed by the devil. And that is
Real.
my...
At least that clause got taken out of the bill. That
What?
part of the bill.
Oh yeah, the ban
Yeah,
on
yeah,
AI
yeah.
regulation. Yeah.
Thank God.
Well, open
California, Governor Gavin Newsom, my people yearn for freedom. Please ban... Please ban AI.
New podcast segment appeals to the Gav.
Future President Gavin M. Newsom.
Well, now apparently OpenAI is pro-regulation after DeepSeek from China has started stealing their stolen data.
DeepSeek, which is, I think, by all metrics, better than all the American AIs, as I seem to recall.
Yes.
I don't think it's better. I think it's just as good, and that's why people are scared.
Because this is not like... You don't have to be scared. They still can't build a stealth plane.
Okay,
Like,
domestic.
Well,
Well, DeepSeek might build this.
DeepSeek cannot build a stealth plane.
It can steal a stealth plane. Domestic evil good, foreign evil bad. See surveillance.
Well, I do prefer domestic evil to foreign evil, generally speaking.
But it's not a matter of preference. It's a matter of like moral good and bad.
Morality.
According to the
Morality is dead,
So I
unfortunately.
think we're-
According to the United States government, it's morally good
The
to
current
surveil your own
United States government is
civilians.
illegitimate.
Hot takes, hot takes.
Yeah, because it's run by a bunch of people who should be disqualified for office under the 14th Amendment, and because they tried to instigate a coup to
Oh,
the United
true.
States
I
government,
forgot,
which
I forgot
is,
that's illegal.
against the Constitution. Also, they're betraying democracy as we speak. They are trying to destroy this country.
There should be like a 3 strikes you're out policy with
There should be
violating
a
court
one
orders.
strike you're out. There should be a one strike you're out policy. If you do anything against the Constitution, you're done. Off to Guantanamo you go. Or Alligator Alcatraz or whatever evil bullshit they're doing
Penguin
now.
Island for all I care.
Yeah, send them to Herd Island.
I say you have
Send
to
them
do.
to the Falklands, but the minefield part, not the...
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Start another war with Argentina, why don't we? Or rather the other way around, but anyway.
This has been the podcast.
What is that going in the Patreon cut?